There's two things I believe above all else. Number one is that building profitable relationships based on trust and shared values is the most important thing in life. And number two, there has never been another time in human history where the opportunities for retailers are better than it is right now. If you had known me 15 years ago, you wouldn't think I was going far in life. I almost proved this to be true. I had made every mistake I could possibly make, and I had to learn every lesson the hard way. As a young teenager, I had a lot of ambition, but not a lot of direction. And it really led me to make some pretty questionable decisions and put me in some pretty bad places in life. And I repeated that process over and over for a couple years. And eventually, what I'm ultimately grateful for is that I hit rock bottom. And while it was so sad and depressing in that moment, I realized that that was the point that I could absolutely rebuild my life in the way that I wanted to. You know, I had to move back in with my dad. I had to bring my son with me. It was so sad not being able to provide my own home for my own child, but it's what I had to do at that moment in my life. I needed to work on myself. And ultimately, that's what it came down to, is being true to myself and working on building that life and putting in the hard work to make those changes necessary. And with less than $20 in my pocket, I ended up giving a shot on some crazy idea of selling products online. And that's how my journey in this business started. And as those days went on, I've learned these skills that allowed me to develop a business that then could become something bigger and something that I could pass on to my children eventually. I wasn't happy with the idea of going to school, getting a job, working for someone else. I wanted something for me, something for myself, something that allowed me to be there for my children, to pick them up from school, to take them to class, to go have lunch with them if I wanted to. I didn't want to have to ask permission to do that. I just wanted to be able to do it. And I wanted to be good at what I was doing also. So I had a lot of things that, I wanted, a lot of dreams, a lot of hard work that I needed to put in to accomplish these things. And I never really realized what was going on in the moment, but I was developing all these skills that allowed me to run a business. But once again, just like the mistakes as a teenager, I had to learn those lessons the hard way. I had to put in the work and make the mistakes and step back and take a look at what I was doing and seeing how I could do it better. And that's what allowed me to build a business where, I've done multiple millions of dollars in sales on Amazon, on eBay, and other avenues online. And now we're building these brands that allow us to deliver products to passionate customers. And now we have a business that can help other brands deliver their products to passionate customers. And that's really what it's coming down to for us, is building a business that's bigger than itself, is, allowing other people with those same dreams that I had as a kid, to finally make it in e-commerce. The internet has provided so many opportunities for so many people, and I want other people to be able to pick their kid up from school, to go have lunch with them if that's what they want to do, to take their wife out any day of the week, not just the weekend, because this is what life is about, is doing the things that we love to do. And the internet has allowed so many of us to build that life. And I want to help other people build that life for themselves. And we all have, these people have these great ideas for these products, and that's beautiful, having that vision, seeing what can be done, but we don't all necessarily know how to make that work, how to set up an account with Shopify or Amazon or some other platform, or how to target customers through social media marketing. We need to collaborate with other people. And this is the gap that Roman's Tide is trying to fill for these brand owners is like, hey, you've had this idea, you've created this product, that's amazing. Let me help you get it out to people. Let me help you show your product to customers so you can make those sales and build your business and start becoming profitable quickly. Because trust me, I've made the mistake of trying to do everything on my own. It's like a classic entrepreneur mistake, is that we think we're gonna save money by doing all this work on our own. And we're actually costing ourselves money and we're wasting time. And what you need to be able to do as a business owner is focus on what you're best at. I wanna help you stay, put your efforts where you're gonna get the best return back on your time spent. So, if you're looking for someone to help you get your product in front of customers, if you want to expand globally, if you want to know what your competition is doing and how you can outsmart them and build a better listing and do better with your search engine optimization, get your product on page number 1 on Amazon. All these things that can help build your business. Those are things that I've experienced over the years and that we have proven processes to help accomplish those things. I want to go ahead and share a little bit of information about how we work here at Roman's Tide. And this story is going to sound a little crazy because it really starts with surfing. Surfing and riding waves taught me everything about how I naturally like to operate and how I best can accomplish the work that I have to do. When you're out in the water and a wave comes your way, you have to give it all you've got. So when an opportunity comes my way, I'm gonna take my best shot. I'm gonna give it my all, my everything. I'm not gonna hold back. When a wave comes in, I'm gonna paddle as hard as I can for that wave. So when you work with Roman's Tide, you're gonna get that same type of attitude when we take on your project. Those are things that we're gonna do for you, and I'm continuously staying updated on new tactics, new regulations, new rules we have to follow on different marketplaces, new rules we have to follow when it comes to advertising and best practices and all those things. We live and breathe this stuff every day. So, you're always gonna get the best when it comes to working with us. Thanks for listening to my story and how we do business. It's such a blessing to be able to work with positive business people who have created incredible products. And it's so exciting to see how people working together with different skill sets can create even better outcomes compared to working alone. It's exactly the type of experience I want to have. I'm easy to get a hold of. You can always reach me by email, and I want to hear how passionate you are about your brand. Even if we don't work together, I'm gonna do my best to deliver as much value as I can to help you grow your business. Let's talk soon.